Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction. Today, we're going to be watching Life of Aquatic. Now, this is another exciting one because it is made by the man himself, Wes Anderson, and I've grown to love his bodies of work. Now, again, for those of you who are new, who haven't, seen the other reactions or movie commentaries I did with his films, I've already previously watched a lot of his animations. I mean, obviously, The Fantastic Mr. Fox and The Isle of Dogs, I think that's what it's called. However, I was not familiar with his films that involved actual humans, like live action films, and I was pleasantly surprised, but also not surprised to see how that style was able to translate into a more live action setting. And I'm talking more so with the cinematography and the way the camera movement was basically showcased. And I mean, that's such a staple to Wes Anderson, hence why I think a lot of people like working with him, because he's able to bring forth this imagination that can only be replicated by him. And I love that. I love that. I mean, if you guys know me, I talk a lot about the importance of originality and, really honing in on your world that you want to bring people towards and not just copying someone else's. I think that's the beautiful thing a director can bring forth to an experience that is visual, which is to showcase their world. And just the way Wes Anderson's able to do that so seamlessly. And I know there's a lot of effort behind it, but just how he's able to connect these beautiful stories and themes with these incredible characters, and the cinematography with the settings, all in his style, is just one of the many reasons why he's probably one of my favorite directors as of right now. So guys, tell me what you guys think about Wes Anderson. What are your thoughts? Are there some things that you don't like? What's your favorite films? Talk about it in the comments below. I would love to see it. Like I said, I always read all the comments and all that good stuff, and I love interacting with you guys. And like always too, if you want to see the full reaction, which I highly recommend because I do talk a little bit more on a technical scale, but I do chop down the video for the YouTube purposes and all that. But if that's something that you're interested in and you want to see the full length, check that Patreon link below. We have an awesome community and I'm so thankful for them, as you can see the names below. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking like always. Let's hop right into Life of Aquatic. Already opening up to a beautiful showcase of his masterful usage of the wide angle. A lot of the times his films almost play like actual plays. And Dollhouse, with how the camera movement is able to kind of showcase and narrate the story. I'm really excited, if you can't tell.
Vladimir Wolodarsky, 33, physicist, original score composer. Anne-Marie Sakowitz, 25, script girl. Pele dos Santos.
I love how the people that are that are in this film are like something very educational, but then something completely like like a script writer and then like an editor.
Extremely rare at this depth.
I love that soundtrack in the back. Wow, that soundtrack is great.
Start tracking before it goes too deep.
Esteban was bit.
Eaten.
Is he dead?
Esteban was eaten.
He was swallowed whole.
Why are they laughing?
Lassù, lì in fondo.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good seeing these people in this film. Oh, it's like that moment you see like a character in the Avengers.
That's an endangered species at most. What would be the scientific purpose of killing?
Revenge.
I mean, hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
$500 million capitalization. Captain Cecil, can I get a shot of you with Captain Hennessy?
Where?
Oh man, dude, it's just warms my heart seeing these people in action, man. Seriously. Now this definitely looks like more of his older live action films. I'm just going by how it looks. I probably should have looked on when it was probably made, but I can definitely see lesser of his signature camera movements in this. But it's still there. It's just not as emphasized as the previous films we've commentated over.
But I did want to meet you, just in case.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate that.
We're getting some more of like this guy's dynamic. It's really interesting how they're portraying his life right now. I wonder how this revenge against the shark is going to kind of like, you know, revolve around that. Because my man is most indeed complicated.
Decent society since I was 11.
Well, I'll be damned. Look at that. What killed us?
Also, another thing that I really love about what Wes Anderson does is his editing. Or just the people who work on his films that portray the editing. You know, they emphasize things
Let me
that,
tell you about my
know, I think a lot of other films probably wouldn't emphasize. And thus giving forth a whole nother texture to the film that we're watching here, which is, you know, packed full of originality already. And we haven't even gotten to the halfway point yet. So, yep, I highly recommend checking out the full length to this because, man, I'm probably going to have a lot to say about this.
You know, she was raised by maids. My parents paid for this island and two of my worst movies.
Wow. I'm just so not used to seeing handheld movements like that. You know, that transition from frame. I'm used to seeing the transition of the camera, but in more of his, you know, later films, they're usually done by probably like a gimbal or a rig of some kind. But that was handheld. Just small things I'm noticing, which makes me feel like, you know, this is one of his earlier works.
Of course he took it. We're gonna put him on the map, Eleanor. We're gonna throw him a life preserver. I believe in this boy.
I was just about to say that. It feels like he's just desperately wanting people to look up to him or to kind of respect him because it seems like people don't necessarily respect him as much anymore.
They'll figure it out. I'll just catch again.
They made these for about...
Oh my goodness, I love the color grading. What? Well, not even the color grading, because it's not necessarily the color grading. It's more or less the outfits and the colors within the film. And obviously, color grading and colors within a film they're two different things. Color grading is when you actually go forth and you manipulate the colors of the entire film to fit an atmosphere, where colors in a movie are reflective upon the outfits and the environment, you know? And I think this isn't necessarily color grading. This is more just like color within a film. Probably enhanced by a little bit of color grading, but the color grade itself is very natural. Little tidbit for you guys.
No one else gives a shit.
What about, say, Perlman?
Are you joking? He's not even covering my expenses.
I also really love this this frame right here. Again, the wide angle is just done so well. The composition of these shots are they just please my cinematographer brain.
Klaus! No. If you ever touch me again, I will kick your goddamn teeth out. Is that understood?
Golly! Oh man, they got some beef. They got some beef going on. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Company stooge. Well, I'm also a human being.
All right, I take that back.
Damn. All right. Let's do it. I'm also a human being. I hope he's my favorite character. I really hope he's my favorite character. God, I love the feeling of this film, man. It's so good. Like that combination of film and just color, the authenticity of it, and that warm hue to it all. It just gives such a nostalgic vibe to it.
Quiet out there tonight. Can you hear the jack whales singing?
Man, wow. I just love how dark it is around these two characters right now.
Well, that was the sludge tanker over there, but
especially with the lighting and
there you
obviously
go.
their
That's them.
beanies that are standing out. Man, just this feeling. The feeling of these colors just blending together and the texture of this film is just next level, man. Next level.
Fuck! They wired it! Klaus, go down.
I love how they said they were going to go here because it was a friend of theirs, but it's actually, they're just breaking into a private facility is all.
And the main tracking processor. All right, just make sure we steal the backup.
Are you listening to me? Eleanor told me that under no
Shut up
circumstances...
before you jinx us, Anne-Marie.
Oh, man. I feel like this voyage is going to be something for the books, that's for sure.
Yesterday.
How awful? Did they nick anything?
It doesn't say. They probably just trashed the place. I'm so pissed. I want to spit. Hugo, tell Carl to load.
I'm so pissed I want to spit. Oh, God, I got to say that. I got to freaking say that. That's a line I am going to steal. Some of these parts remind me of, like, the moments on Adult Swim. Like, this looks like something Flying Lotus would create. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who do know what I'm saying.
Good luck, Steve. Fantastic. Let's go.
I think he's starting to have doubts on, like, whether or not this trip was good for him. Because now it's starting to seem like he's doing this for his own benefit, you know? God, I can't get over just how damn gorgeous this film is. Like, what the heck? Like, just look at this. It feels like a dream almost, you know? I love how saturated everything feels. The vibrancy is just so weighted and textured.
So effed up.
Oh boy. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, those dolphins are freaky, man. What the heck? Yep. Those are definitely pirates. That does not look good.
Watch me. I'll let you know when I'm gonna make a move.
Steve, it's way safer for us to just do what they say. They probably just want our money and jewels and shit.
Yeah, then how am I gonna finish my movie then?
Oh man, he is still about his freaking movie. I know this is like a serious moment too, but just the way that it's being played out is like so comedic.
I mean, at least try to show both sides.
I need to find a baby for his father.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
What? That what? Need to find a baby for this father?
Here we go.
Steve.
What are you said, get your ass the hell off of my boat!
Holy crap! That's totally not for real, is it? Is this for real? Is this for real happening?
What's this?
Oh.
He's dead?
The Arctic Night Lights, yeah.
Holy crap! That for real happened. He really went like John Wick on him.
I just lost all my best interns. I thought you were supposed to be covering this story.
You just said it was all off the record.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
Last down here.
Seems like a lot of people are just gonna be leaving him. That feeling of him not being wanted is just slowly creeping back in. Again, well, it was always there, but it's facing a head once again on this one.
My boat's broken. You're ditching me up the creek? What am I supposed to do here?
Well, I must say nothing's jumping to mind. Philip, any suggestions?
Damn, I really do feel sad for this guy, man. Like, his crew left him. The only thing he has for him is that revenge against the jaguar shark, who he doesn't even know is real. So, this will be very interesting indeed. God, I love these colors, man. What the heck? It just looks so saturated and like all the right ways. Man, it's so good.
Son, it's very difficult
That's another thing I do want to mention is like all these creatures that are within this world are almost imaginary, except for the dolphins, of course, but like just the way that they're designed. It's almost like they're stop motioned CGI.
I'm about to blow my stack. I turn my back and the bullshit begins. Ned, you're a scumbag. And Jane, you're a goddamn...
Oh, no.
What the F are you doing in here? I warned you about being in other people's cabins. You were supposed to go home.
I don't know why that was so funny to me. Yeah, Bill Murray's like delivery with that was like so funny.
You never wanted to know me. I'm just a character in your film. It's a documentary. It's all really happening.
Wow, this entire scene right now, there's just so many layers going throughout the ship and their communication and how they're talking with one another. Man, that was so well done.
Are you going to put in a good description of the command center I've set up down here? Okay, gang, that's the plan. Set a course for Ping Island.
Man, this crew, this entire crew is just such a such a hodgepodge of just interesting people, which makes a really entertaining movie. That's for sure.
What is it? Zissou shoots flags. I think maybe it's because he spent half his life underwater.
Well, that is definitely not his son then. Huh. Who is that then?
Let's try track 3 against picture.
I also love how Wes Anderson always fills up the frame with something that you can just put your eyes on and just be entertained by. Like, just the compositioning. Again, I continue mentioning this. Compositioning is such an incredible piece when it comes to giving texture to your film. It's the most important thing, in my opinion, when setting up a shot and creating an atmosphere with that shot. Composition is important. Have that coupled with color grading and colors in the frame and the performance and soundtrack and everything like that. Like, making any body of work that is video related, you know, it's like making an orchestra where all the pieces kind of have to fit together, but that foundation has to be there. So they are about to rescue the Bond guy from this island of pirates, which should be very, very fun to watch. Yo, that three-legged dog can freaking run like crazy. How does that even work? That's pretty cool.
I've always thought of you two as my dads. Please don't let anyone make fun of me for saying so.
I can't guarantee that, Klausy, but I'll try.
Yeah. Oh, man, Willem Dafoe, you are a treasure. Please, please, please stay in this world longer. Oh, my goodness. That is hilarious.
I'm in my life. I don't know. It's just... I want to communicate my feelings to you.
I love how this entire film is just playing. You know, it's playing along. It really isn't following a traditional movie structure, which I'm perfectly fine with, but, you know, it makes for a really interesting watch, for sure. 100%.
Fold.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! What the heck? Oh. Damn! Oh my goodness! Holy crap! How is he even still alive after being shot in his chest? Like, what? He really just got shot in the chest. This gunfight is absolutely brilliant.
Klausy, Meadow, dig in here and hold these.
I love how there's a giant snake on the truck as well, too. Like, what on the truck? On the golf cart as well? No!
That's it. I'm retired.
I think it's yeah. I think that's a good time to retire. For sure. Dang.
In production. Something ate Esteban, didn't it? Now lead! Right? Oh!
That's awesome. That's wholesome as heck. Oh, man. I really enjoyed this film right now. I'm really enjoying this film. And I love the structure that it's being told in. Oh, man. Wow, look at this editing right here. Oh, man. Dad! He's like reliving what happened last time.
My heart for you. Would you say that you would try?
Damn, did he really pass away? Crap, man. What? Oh, that sucks, man. Oh man, I'm a little scared to see what this is. I'm wondering what it could really be. Wow, this music that's playing right now during this moment is next level.
Is that him? That's him, Klaus.
That's a big boy.
I doubt it. You still want to blow him up? No, we're out of dynamite anyway.
Yeah, I would say it's probably safe to leave him alone. Wow, that hit me right in the feels, man. Damn. What?
This one was my son. Also our equity partner. We start the voyage home in our wounded vessel.
Wow, man. Damn. This movie's really good, dude. I was not expecting that last part to hit me. Because I knew how much it meant to him. Wow. Whew. And that, my friends, is the Life Aquatic. My goodness. All right, everybody, and that wraps up the aquatic life. I now recognize that I was probably calling it something different at the beginning of the film. But, man, this is definitely a good one. This was a really good watch. Now, I would start off by saying that, obviously, Wes Anderson, all of his films, in my personal opinion, are just fantastic and in a league of their own. And I would say, honestly, this one did sneak me. Like, it took some time for it to kind of, like, work its way up to me, because not only do I think it is one of his older films, but also just the way the story was told. It took some time for me to kind of get in the inner workings of it, especially since it wasn't implemented with so much of Wes Anderson's trademark style. You could tell he was still trying to figure it out, which is really cool. It's really neat watching someone, you know, figure out their style with more of like their previous works. But once it, you know, after I would say like the second half and specifically the final act, that's when it really got me in terms of just hook, line, and sinkering me in terms of the characters, the way the style brought forth these emotions, and the color and the cinematography and the beautiful storytelling, and just the like almost French New Wave style of dialogue and filmmaking, which I think Wes Anderson probably, you know, gets a lot of inspiration from. You know, it was just unbelievably charismatic, and the chemistry within this film was just fantastic, especially towards the end. That last ending part when they finally witnessed the jaguar shark was just unbelievable. I was speechless, really. And you know, that give many thanks to obviously the buildup of that, And not only that, but the music, the soundtrack, along with the performances within that tiny space, that tiny submarine, you know, it really got to me right there. I think that was really good, and you know, all the twists and turns that this movie showcased, and I'm just really happy to kind of like be able to witness something like this. So guys, I'm really excited to kind of have put another Wes Anderson film on my belt in terms of watching it, and then, you know, also talking and commentating over it with, you know, my first viewing. And, you know, I can't wait to watch this again when I'm editing, and just kind of like giving it more appreciation to the finer details of things. So I think that's really awesome. So guys, again, if you want to check out the full-length version, I highly recommend clicking the Patreon link below. You have all the access to all my previous videos that I commentate over as well too, and give a really detailed analysis that goes longer than the YouTube cut. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check that out. If you also like to check out the polls and, you know, vote for what you want to watch next, and then maybe even early access to TV shows and all that, that's also in the link below. Definitely check it out, and it really does mean a lot to me for the people who are my Patreon. So again, thank you guys so much for the support, for the love. Oh man, this was such a good movie. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.